Welcome to the COVID-19 Decon Task Force Network. Today we'll be discussing the new Decon sprayer attachment to the SCBA that will be used for all the rescues in the department. To make the solution that we're going to be using to clean the rescues, we'll be using 1 gallon of water and 1 tab of the disinfectant. The disinfectant is going to be hypochlorous acid. To make it, all you do is add 1 tablet into a gallon of water and let it dissolve. Once the solution is made, you will pour part of that solution into the reservoir of the spray gun. The reservoir should take 20 ounces. Once the 20 ounces are added, the spray gun itself should be set up to where you don't have to make any adjustments. However, if you do, just turn the dial for the spray pattern all the way clockwise, which is all the way to the right, to give you the spray pattern that we are going to be desiring for the rescues. Additionally, you want to check the PSI. It should be at about 35 PSI. Make sure you check that prior to starting to spray the back of the rescue. Additionally, whenever we make a new substance with the disinfectant, it is important to note the date the substance is made. That is because the disinfectant itself has a 3-day shelf life. After 3 days, we have to discard the remaining disinfectant and make a brand new batch. If you have any questions with any of the disinfectant, how to mix it, how to add it, please contact the EMS captain, Captain Dave Huxema. Next, we will start spraying the back of the rescue. So prior to spraying the back of the rescue, Firefighter Rice needs to make sure he has the proper PPE on. The first thing we need to make sure we put on are gloves. From there, iPro and a mask to help us breathe. Next, we will turn on the SCBA and we can start spraying. Again, making sure to keep the PSI at 35. We could enter the cab and start spraying all the hard surfaces of the rescue. From here, the big key takeaway is that whenever we're spraying the back of the rescue or any other command vehicles, the engine, the front cab of the rescues, we're looking for a 10-minute contact time. That means we need 10 minutes of spraying the solution to let it contact the hard surfaces before it dries. It's really important to do that. It's also important to make sure that we don't have any of the liquid pooling anywhere. From there, we can spray the cab, the front of the cab, the rear of the cab, the gurney itself, and as I mentioned earlier, any of the command staff vehicles or the engines. Once he's done with spraying the back of the cab, we can exit the actual rescue and close the doors. In closing the doors, this will actually help increase the amount of humidity in the rear of the rescue. That in itself will also help with disinfecting. Lastly, for every rescue that we spray, it should take about half of the SCBA bottle to accomplish. Keep that in mind as you're disinfecting all the different pieces of apparatus. And again, if you need more solution, just mix some up and make sure it is within the date of the initial mixture. After the 10 minutes has elapsed, the firefighters can then enter the rear of the cab and start going over cleaning any excess material that was left from the spray gun, or because the residue does leave a fine film, residue if you will, the firefighter can also go through and clean some of the compartments. After this process is accomplished, the gurney will then be placed into the back of the rescue. At this point, the rescue will be back in service.